Welcome to Unstoppable You Now, where we explore profound stories of courage, identity, and the power of finding your true strength. Deep within a vibrant and magical forest, sunlight filters through ancient trees, illuminating a world teeming with life and hidden wonders. In this paradise lived a gentle giant, a young elephant whose heart was as large as his massive gray physical frame. Despite the beauty surrounding him, a heavy shadow of loneliness followed his every step as he wandered through the tall grass. He longed for connection and friendship, wishing to share his days with the smaller creatures who played happily in the sunlight. One bright morning, he approached a playful monkey, swinging effortlessly from the high branches, hoping to join in the fun games. With a hopeful smile, the elephant asked if they could be friends, eager to bridge the gap between their different worlds. The monkey laughed and looked down, shaking his head while pointing at the elephant's heavy legs and inability to climb trees. "You are too big and clumsy to swing with me," said the monkey, leaving the poor elephant standing on the ground. Saddened but determined, the gentle giant continued his walk, hoping to find someone who would look past his enormous physical size. Soon he stumbled upon a busy rabbit near a burrow, twitching its nose and preparing its home for the coming evening. The elephant lowered his trunk gently and asked the rabbit if he could join him, seeking a companion to share stories. The rabbit looked terrified at the massive shadow cast over him and quickly blocked the entrance to his small, cozy burrow. "You are much too large to fit inside my home," the rabbit squeaked, turning his back on the lonely, gentle giant. Another rejection weighed heavy on his heart, yet the elephant kept moving, hoping that somewhere in this vast forest he belonged. By the shimmering pond, he saw a green frog sitting on a lily pad, enjoying the cool water and peaceful afternoon. "Perhaps you will be my friend," the elephant asked softly, trying his best not to disturb the water or the frog. The frog croaked loudly in protest, fearing the massive creature would destroy the peace of his quiet and small aquatic home. "You are too heavy and will splash all the water out of my pond," the frog complained, dismissing the elephant immediately. The elephant felt a deep sorrow, realizing that his size seemed to be an insurmountable barrier to finding true friendship here. He walked away from the pond, his head hanging low, believing that he was simply too different to ever fit in. Other animals watched him pass by, whispering about his size, reinforcing the belief that he was an outcast in this home. As the sun began to set, casting long shadows, the elephant stood alone on a hill, watching the others play together. "Why did nature make me so big, if it only brings loneliness?" he wondered, tears forming in his wise old eyes. But destiny had a different plan, and the very attribute that caused his isolation was about to become his greatest strength. Suddenly, the peaceful silence of the forest was shattered by a terrifying roar that echoed through the trees and the valleys. A ferocious lion emerged from the shadows, hungry and aggressive, sending waves of pure panic through every single small creature nearby. The monkey, rabbit, and frog scrambled in fear, running for their lives as the predator closed in with terrifying, deadly speed. There was nowhere to hide, and the lion cornered the trembling animals, ready to strike and end their lives right there. Hearing the commotion, the elephant did not run away but turned back, charging toward the danger to protect his fellow neighbors. The ground shook as the massive giant stepped between the predator and the prey, shielding the small animals with his body. The lion stopped in his tracks, surprised by the sheer size and courage of the elephant, standing firm against his attack. With a mighty trumpet sound, the elephant raised his trunk and kicked up dust, making himself look even larger and fiercer. The lion realized he was no match for this immense power and decided that this meal was not worth the fight. Growling in defeat, the lion turned and fled back into the dark shadows, leaving the forest safe once again for everyone. Silence returned to the clearing as the monkey, rabbit, and frog slowly came out from behind the elephant's sturdy gray legs. They looked up at the giant not with fear or judgment, but with eyes filled with awe, respect, and deep gratitude. "We are so sorry for judging you," said the monkey, realizing that the elephant's size was a gift, not a flaw. "You are exactly the right size to be our protector and our friend," the rabbit added, hopping close to his trunk. The frog croaked happily, and soon all the animals gathered around, celebrating the hero who had saved them from certain doom. The elephant smiled, finally feeling the connection he craved, understanding that his differences were what made him truly special and valuable. True friendship is not about being the same, but about appreciating the unique strengths that each of us brings to life. The forest was no longer just a place to live. It became a community where everyone, big or small, was cherished. Embrace your unique qualities, for they are your superpowers waiting to be discovered by the world, just like our brave elephant. Thank you for watching this story on Unstoppable You Now. Remember to like and subscribe for more inspiring tales. Goodbye, everyone.